Hello my friends, and welcome back to Carpo's Reviews, from the channel that doesn't do reviews. Now, I don't do particular products. I was not sponsored to do this product. I did not get paid to talk about this. I wanted to do my own honest review about this. And I, for Christmas, got a GoPro. My wife got me a GoPro Hero 7. I very much enjoyed this thing. It's a very useful little thing. It comes with the little case that it comes in. Now you have to have, first off, the case. And so I bought this 50-in-1, a 50-piece rather, kit. And I wanted to do a quick review on this and just kind of give my personal view as a novice. I realize my face is blurry, and that's because I want to be able to put the items right in a nice focal length here. So, when my wife got it for me, it came with this clip. These clips are great. And the GoPro, you have to have the case. Even when you buy this huge set I bought, a 50-in-1 set, it still does not come with the case. So you have to buy a case for it. And this case can clip on a whole variety of different components. So on here, the clip, you can wear it on your chest. I've worn it on my shirt, backpack, whatever. Wonderful little tool. Definitely something you have to have. But it came with that, and also my wife got me this monopod, which is basically a selfie stick. And when you turn it, click, it opens up telescoping, and then it locks into place by turning it. And then you close it back up and lock it, and it's locked. Perfect little tool, right? Now between those two, I was pretty good. The only issue I had was clipping that clip on my chest. I thought I should have a chest plate. So I went to look for a GoPro chest plate. They could be 25, 35 bucks. I found a kit, a 50-in-1 kit for 30 bucks, and I thought, you're going to get what you pay for, right? So I'm going to go over every item in this kit as quickly as possible and give you my opinion on all the items. First off, the thing that comes with it is a monopod. Now, a monopod is a telescoping selfie stick, and it's a pretty good size one. Now, I have one of this exact model that I got somewhere years ago. It has a little lock so you can lock the angle on it, which is nice, and you know, a little textured screw piece so you can screw it into the other component that comes with it, which is also used for something else I'll show you in a moment. But then you can use it to, you know, do filming of yourself and whatnot. The thing is, GoPros have such a good focal length that you can actually just use one of these clips and film yourself from just hand's length and be just fine. But if you want to do really far away filming, or perhaps down by the ground when you're driving, something like that, having one of these can be really useful. So these are good, but they don't lock in place, and they eventually get weak. I've found that when they get bad and they stop keeping their balance, you can just tape them if you want, but that's kind of a pain in the ass. So this is called a Neewer 50-in-1 action camera accessory kit, and it comes with a little instruction manual. It tells you basically what each thing does. It's very simple, and it tells you how to lock them each together. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm just going to go through it all myself and just give you my opinion. So these are considered like, they're called defoggers, and I think you put these in the case, like when you're out snowboarding or something like that, or in heavy weather. Maybe you put them in the camera case with it. So the thing comes with several of these, and each one of them have their own. I've already put the little pad on there. The pads come separately. You peel off this red plastic, and this sticks. So there's one for a helmet, and you can tell because it's curved on both sides. There's another one for a helmet with a different shape, a little bit more of an angle on it. That's also for a helmet or something similar. Then there's a third one with even another shape, and that goes to a helmet. This one has the little clips that go in there, and the clips just go right into the thing, go click. And the beauty in that is you can just pop the GoPro right off of your helmet and use it as you need. So there's so many different options here, I can't share them all. But basically it's these little base plates and then the little things that clip right into them. And then there's some other accessories, like another little stick-on plate that has an anchor, whoops, and a couple of these which change the direction of the camera. So if you're on a bicycle using, say, this, which is another accessory, the next one is this. It's a bicycle handle accessory, which can be adjusted to any size of a bicycle handle. And you can put on these optional accessories to point it to the side, say if you want to record outside the bike. And yet another clip, but this one's a flat one for like a dashboard. Then we move on to this, which is a very simple waterproof, floaty device. So if you're out filming when you're, on your boat, obviously it's nice to not drop your GoPro and have it sink to the bottom of the damn river. It comes with a wrench, which allows you to undo these bolts, which usually aren't a big issue, but sometimes they get a little bit hard to turn when they get really on there. This is the clip that came with it, and I already showed you that because I got that beforehand, but that's the one that comes with it as well. Then they have this extension. This is one of my favorite things, and honestly, this goes with this thing. Now, this is a suction device, right? It just clips on whatever, and you just flip the little lever down, chink, lock it on, and it has two different, basically what you would consider a gimbal, I guess. You can turn it, swivel it this way and that way, and yeah, up and down, and have different, so you can stick it on a window, film any direction you want. And on the top of it, it has the same as the rest of them, a little clip, see? The clip pops off, and it's just a, empty clip. So you can have one on your dashboard, you can have one on your car, one on your window, one on everywhere you want, on your helmet, and just clip your GoPro on however you want it. But also, they come with these, which is an extension. So when I combined this with the extension, I found that it was really good for filming close-ups of doing projects. It makes like a 1 foot distance between it and what you're doing. So if you're doing leather crafting or woodworking or something, it's really cool. And I'm excited to use that because my wife bought me a huge bag of leather for Christmas right here. Like this, God, there's a whole bunch here, but this is just the box, but it's all black leather. There's some, most of it's pretty soft. It's real leather, and I just ordered a set of leather awls or hole punches so I can start working with that again. But that's another topic altogether. So this right here is the little tripod it came with, and I'd like to note that when I read about this and read the reviews, I read that the only problem they had was that the first time they hooked up the tripod, the top of it broke. Because of this, I've been ultra careful. I haven't used it yet, and when I do, I'll be extremely cautious because I was forewarned. But it has nice bendable and posable feet, which is great for rough terrain. And the top that's on this, if I'm really careful with it, is basically your standard top for any camera. You can use it for any, 5mm or whatnot. But it comes with this little top right here, and it's the same top that you use to hook up some of the other components that come with it. But anyhow, I'm going to keep that on there to make sure it's protected and safe. And I'm going to go through the final things in this thing. This is the one that really impressed me the most. This is the chest harness, right? Now this is a really nice chest harness. I was really impressed. It goes over the neck and around the body, and it locks on extremely tight. And it has the same clip system, and it even has, a standard buckle clip right here, so you can not awkwardly put it on. But then it's got these little slip clips for the different straps. And it looks like it's even got options for bottom hooks. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's got the same old, it looks like it has the same old standard clip. If I push this, the clip just pops right out, and it's just a standard plate. like this with grooves. So you can pop it into your chest plate, take that out, pop it into your window mount, take that out, pop it into your, dash mount, all these different things. Then it comes with a few various straps. And then this, which is this appears to be a wrist mount. And it's actually a really good one. You can lock it on your wrist, pop the GoPro on there, or whatever damn camera you've got, and it even has a swivel on it, which is pretty darn cool if you really have something specific you're really trying to capture. I'm not sure when I would use this, but the thing is, it's not just for the wrist. You could probably hook that onto your leg, or an animal. You put it on your dog, a small dog collar. Actually, yeah, makes me wonder if I could just double this up as a dog collar. Too small for my dog. I got a husky. So, here we go. We're almost done. We've got two more things here. We've got this one, which is another clip system, which can go on anything. I popped off the little buckles that were on it. I'm honestly not sure what this one is for, but there's a million things you could use for it, because it comes with this other secondary Velcro strap, which, the thing is, the options are limitless. And then the very final one, which is the obvious one most people would want, is the head mount. And each one of these has the little screw that comes out, chink. And that's what you need to connect your GoPro. So this is kind of what you would call this a stale or a very late video in the GoPro game. But I know I really wanted to give an honest opinion of how the recent, claims of these good deals, you see these things on YouTube, or, you think, oh, I wonder if I didn't see this on YouTube, but you wonder if these package deals are actually really good products. And I'll be honest, plastic on these is high quality. It really is. I can't see these breaking anytime soon, and I know I'm not getting paid at all to talk about this. To be honest, my favorite camera is over here, is the Panasonic Lumix GH2 mirrorless camera. I've been using a variety of different lenses on this thing. The exact same camera of this is what I'm using right here to film for the video I'm making. But I'm also using a vintage lens that is manual focus, manual aperture. But when I just want to film in general, I've got this one. It's the Sony, an HDR CX7, a camcorder. Really nice, simple camcorder. I dropped it. Got oil spilled all over it filming an oil change on the bus one time. I mean, it's been through some rough times, but it's a great camera for when you're out kicking ass and traveling around. And but both of those are phenomenal cameras for filming. But a GoPro picks up a wider field of view. This is why people use them, and I just want to point this out for anyone who's new to the GoPro world. That's the whole point. You can pick up amazing stuff with the Lumix I'm using here. This one's about 2 feet away from my face with the focal length I have. It's designed to be focused right here, so when I'm showing you things, you can see them. But the GoPro would have a much wider field of view, which I'm not going to go edit in to show you, because I'm sure you've seen a million of them. And that's the beauty of it. You can see a hell of a lot more when you've got a GoPro, but also you can keep it much more stable. And to be honest, the one thing I bought this whole set for, the one thing that I really wanted out of all of it was this, the chest plate. Because being able to lock a chest plate on and just walk around is great. But if you can't afford that, or you don't want to buy one and you do have a GoPro, the second best bet is to just get one of these clips and invert it, put the GoPro on it, clip it on your shirt. So I have a button-up shirt here. Clip it on this side, then clip it on this side. So it's awkward. So it's over both sides, then put the thing on there. And, you know, if that ain't your thing, I don't blame you. Which would bring me to my very final, I almost forgot. I decided when I first got it, I like to make my own stuff. So I wanted to make my own GoPro case. So I did. I invented it, made it myself. I guess I'll show you how it works. So it has Velcro, and it opens up, and it's a very simple design. The GoPro goes through there. Then you fold this side down and this side up, and boom. And it's like a necklace. You just wear it around your neck. And the cool thing about that is, to me, I like to be able to film random parties, situations. The only problem I had with this thing is it did not, even though it's kind of stealth and it's pretty, you know, it's not too overwhelming, it doesn't stabilize because it moves back and forth like a necklace when you're walking. So anyhow, I made that's why I was pretty stoked to get the chest plate. And yeah, a lot to learn, a lot of recordings to make, and I'm hoping in the future I can combine all my efforts in photography, in videography, and really make something out of it and share it with the world, I guess, you know. I'm just like to note I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, and I don't necessarily consider this to be top-notch product or anything. Sure, I'd love to have some deal with a camera company where they're willing to send me their cameras to try out, but that's not the situation. Even the Lumix that I use, I bought 2 of these, really good deal for like $220 or $225, I think, from this guy on Craigslist. 2 cameras. They didn't have lenses, but I had my own. And like 8 batteries, I think. I was pretty stoked. And yeah, Panasonic is pretty much my favorite brand, but Sony comes in second. So, but the GoPro, you know, that thing is imperative to have. The difference between the GoPro and other cameras is that it is designed for sports, which means that when you're shaking and moving around, it's dedicated to keeping that stable. And as long as people realize that, there are some moments you can't capture otherwise that are precious. So, I'm not going to ramble on any longer. Just wanted to give a review and my views on the GoPro, and that's the last time I'll probably talk about it, because that's not my thing, but since it was on my mind, I thought I'd share. Be well. Talk to you later. Have a good night.